nothing normal. We're talking about jargon. I tend to use a lot of it, and I want to make sure anyone tuning in knows what I'm talking about. Not trying to mansplain, just trying to get in front of any questions I might have. I've been asked offline by several people, what does that mean? What does this mean? For example, I said it a lot. They laid a lot of pipe. Laid a lot of pipe. What I'm talking about is they put in so much groundwork and backstory before the movie got going that it deterred from the film. No, it doesn't really deterred. It's just there's a lot of backstory told. There's a lot of groundwork made before the inciting incident or call to action. You need to lay some pipe, but you don't want to sit there and lay a whole city's worth of pipe before your movie gets going. You need to get that shit moving. I said it a bunch. A McGuffin. McGuffin. What is a McGuffin? McGuffin is something that they tell you is essential to the plot to get the character, the main antagonist, or even the protagonist, an anti-hero, going in the movie, to get them in the movie, to get the story going. It's their call to action that means Jack Diddley in the end. It's just something that the filmmakers, the writers were like, okay, this is Joe Schmo. We got these two things going on. How do we get them here? McGuffin. Famous McGuffins, if you will. Think the whole movie, think the movie Psycho with the briefcase of money, and that's a McGuffin. It means nothing in the movie. The briefcase in Pulp Fiction, the contents of that, McGuffin. No bearing on the film whatsoever. Rosebud in Citizen Kane, McGuffin. The transit papers in Casablanca, McGuffin. The Ark in Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's in the title, McGuffin. The rug in Big Lebowski. Dude, that's a McGuffin. They're all things that the main character or the main story point hinge on moving to the next step before you forget about it. McGuffin. In the same vein of McGuffin, we're going to talk about red herring. Not the fish, the thing in movies. And like I said, it's similar to a MacGuffin, but it's a mislead. It's usually in crime and whodunit movies. It's the thing that seems obvious, like, oh, it's that person. I can tell everything they talk about is that person. And then it's not that person, it's someone else. You're supposed to think it's that person because the writers want you to feel that it's this person, so then they can twist it and make it something different. Not because you're dumb, it's just how it's designed. It's a storytelling technique. My classic red herrings, one that comes to mind is Sirius Black in The Prisoner of Azkaban. He's a red herring. The whole movie The Sixth Sense is a red herring. Literally both 21 and 22 Jump Street with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill have red herrings. In fact, a character has a tattoo of a red herring. Who is the red herring as they play the farce on that movie motif. But that is what a red herring is. It's just something that's so obvious you know it's not right, but they focus on it and make you think it's right until they can twist it and reveal someone else. A call to action or an inciting incident. It's what gets the characters going. It's what gets the story going. They're very similar. They're different things, but they're very similar. Call to action is like when the character needs to jump in and agree to do it. The inciting incident is where something happens and the story takes off. Those who are formulaic, this usually happens in about 10 minutes. And generally, if you're watching a movie where at exactly 10 minutes the call to action or inciting incident happens, might not be the best movie because it's too formulaic. And they can happen whenever. I don't have examples off the top of my head, but I think Alien's the one that comes to mind. The inciting incident isn't 10 minutes, it isn't 20 minutes, it isn't 30 minutes, it isn't... It's the thing written in that makes the characters do what they're going to do in the story and makes the story go where it's going. Inciting exposition. Talk about that a lot. This is where someone needlessly explains the backstory. when they're just sitting around a campfire and for 10 minutes they tell you everything that's happened up until this point instead of showing you. Exposition happens all the time. Exposition is needed in a sense, but it should be done visually. It should be done by showing, not telling. That is exposition. Those are the terms I know I've used a lot and may have confused some. Any more terms you hear from my mouth that you want more insight on, drop it in the comments, shoot me a line, and I will get to that and I will let you know. I will do another one of these. This has been Mike for South of Normal, talking about some movie jargon here this week. Love talking about this stuff. Subscribe for more. Got more great content lined up and coming your way. Thank you guys. You rock.